Welcome to the 12th chapter of the book of Genesis. We're continuing on Haran's journey. It begins verse 1, Ke ipe Kyrios to Avram, and the Lord said to Abraham, saying, he spoke to him. It doesn't say here that he appeared. In verse 4 it mentions that he spoke. What does he say? Exelthe ek tis gisu, come forth from out of your land. Right here, notice this gi. It's the word for geology as a derivative. It'll be important down here a little bit. We'll show you. Ke ek te singanias su, and from your kin. So the kin were the people from Terah, his father, and his brothers, one that had died. Ke ek tu iku tu patros su. The iku, economy, has to do with houses, taking care of business. And patros, paternal, is a derivative of your father. So come forth from the house of your father. Ke thevro istigin, here's again this land, whichever I shall show to you. In verse 2, Ke piso se is ethnos mega. Now here I will make you into a great nation. Here we have the word ethnos, ethnic, but it changes down here, and it's interesting. I'll show it to you in a second when we get to there. So he will make him into a singular great nation. Ke evlogiso se, and I will bless you. So God is going to make him into a great nation and bless him. Ke megalino to onoma su, and I will magnify your name. His name is Abram right now, but it'll be changed, Abraham. Ke esi evlogimenos, and you will be a blessing. Verse 3, Ke evlogisa tus evloguntas su, and I will bless the ones blessing you. So now we're given a little more specifics. It's you will be a blessing to the ones blessing you, Abraham. Ketus kataromenus se, and the ones cursing you, katarasome, I will curse. And we're talking here about Abram. Ke enev logithisonte, and see, passe e phile tis gis. Now, I translated a lot of this 20 years ago, and I've learned a lot over the 20 years, and I might translate this a little different. And here's how perhaps I might do it in the second edition. And one, all, two, the phile, the tribes. Now, see, before it was a nation. Up here we have a nation. I will make you into a great nation. But here, what? The tribes, the phile. It doesn't say the nations. Tis, gis, and I put earth. But every place else in this chapter, it's the land. If you look in all the places I've underlined. So I think I might turn this into land. And it would read, all the tribes of the land will be blessed by you. I think it's going to earth goes back to my Christian upbringing in the Bible when I was a child all the way through grade school and high school, and used to having this word earth. But now when I look at it in different eyes, I have a slightly different take on it. But for what it's worth to you, Ke eporevthi Avram kathaper elalison avto Kyrios. So here's Abraham went just as the Lord spoke, and then Kyrios, the Lord, the tetragrammaton in the Hebrew. Whenever you see this L, capital O, capital R, capital D. Ke ochito met avtu Lot, and Lot set out with him, his nephew, from his brother that had died. Avram they in eton ebdomikonta pente. Abraham was 75 years. It doesn't say old, but I put that because that's the context in English. Ote exilthan ek Haran, when he came forth from out of Haran. So they're up in the northern part of Mesopotamia where they were living. And so now they're going to leave this area. In verse 12, Ke Elavan Avram Saran Tin Gineka Avtu, his wife, took her. Keton Lot Eon to Adelphu Avtu, and Lot, the son of his brother, his nephew, Ke Panta ta Eparkonta Avton, and all their possessions, Osa ek ti santo, as much as they acquired, Ke pasan psikin, and every soul in ek ti santo ek Haran, which they acquired from out of Haran, slaves, chattel. And the psikin is a soul, a living person, not an animal. But a soul is used for people in slavery, especially throughout the Old Testament. They bought souls. Ke exilthosen, and they went forth. Porevthine isgin Hanaan, to go into the land of Canaan. I don't know how they heard about this land, but there was a lot of trade going on. It's called the Fertile Crescent. It goes all the way up across down into Israel. Ke Isilthon Istigin Canaan, and they entered into the land of Canaan. And so they were in Haran, that's where they received the blessing, and now they're going down into Canaan. There's a map here, we'll show it to you, give you an idea of, here it is here. So they were down in Ur originally, and then the family went up to what is considered Haran up here. And somehow they made their way across. Different maps have different things going through different places, and it doesn't say any of these Damascus. It just brings us down here to Shechem. So he may have went over here, could have come across different ways, but eventually he made his way down here to Shechem. Ke Theodevsen Avram Tigin. There's Gin, land. Eos to topu, topography, a place. We have topography as a derivative, the place of Sikhem. So that's down in where Israel is today. Epi tin drin tin ipsilin, unto the high oak. So there must have been a large tree there that was memorable, that they could put this in there. Ide Hananei tote katokun tigin, and the Canaanites then dwelt the land.